18 total members, but the conference tournament remains at 15. And Georgia Tech will control.
When they start trailing, it's tough for them to come back. So, look for them to get off to a good start.
Styles beats Dongo to the rim.
Duncan Powell's been a great addition to this team. He can really shoot the ball. I was watching him in warm-ups, man. He was hot from the outside.
Dongo, too much. Powell powers it home. He says it's a Dallas thing.
It's the Dallas swag.
You know a little something about it.
A little bit. Seen it a few times here and there.
Nice move by Ben Middlebrooks. Styles the three from beyond the arc. NC State did not have a single fast break point in the loss to Syracuse. The three for Dongo, just his 7th three on the season in 17 attempts.
I'd like to see
O'Connell, no, missed opportunity for NC State. Up ahead, George drops it in.
Their guards are dribbling one too many dribbles. It's got to be right off the pick and roll, make a choice and a decision.
3-on pass, drive, kick, Hurd with a triple, just his 2nd of the season. Duncan Powell, no, the follow by Dongo. Dongo's knocked down 1-3 already. Terry working around the screen. Dongo wants it. Guarded by Middlebrooks, who's been prone to foul trouble. Dongo with a pretty fadeaway, little dream shake.
And here we go, a nice little turnaround jimmy right there by Dongo.
Another offensive rebound. Terry using the window, tip knock there. Middlebrooks. Now it's knocked away. Terry again going at Middlebrooks for 2. +7 on the glass. Taylor to Middlebrooks. Backing down Soiree. Middlebrooks, the tough 2. Wolfpack want to push. Hill can't get the bounce. Comes back to Parker. No whistle.
Both teams look tired out there. Neither one getting back on defense. Having him in the starting lineup, I personally think it's helped this Georgia Tech team. But that's why I'm not. There it is.
On cue.
Speaking about the shag.
There is Mustaf out to George, the ACC assist leader. Offensive rebound, Powell. Boy, Georgia Tech dominating the glass.
Powell's good down there too on the block. In a late game situation, they love to give him the ball on the block.
Taylor picked up the bounce. Middlebrooks with 10. He's been the bright spot for NC State, 9 points. Styles, catch, release, splash. Wolfpack with the lead. Size advantage for Powell. Backing down O'Connell. Middlebrooks helped, but too late. Taylor at 21 against Georgia Tech last year. Slicing inside, turned away by Dongo.
He's really making plays on the defensive end. Offense to defense. Hey, what a slam, Dongo. The other end, slam with the one hand. He's doing it all. Georgia Tech, NC State.
And we've got this crowd and this Georgia Tech bench riled up. McNeil out to Middlebrooks. Down the lane.
Obviously, in a perfect scenario, they'd like to keep the ball in front, but a situation like that, it's not worth the foul.
Powell rattles in the 3.
I think he looked at all those things happening and was like, hey, somebody needs to step up here, and, Dongo's been that guy.
Now talking to Bonzi Wells, one of their assistant coaches, longtime NBA vet at shoot-around. So we get a lob, a foul, the basket counts, and Middlebrooks. George has the 5 assists, but only 2 points. a bucket last year, you went to one of the DJs. Burns or Horn. Who steps up now? That's big. That's Trey Parker, the freshman, and assists. Screen and roll with Dongo. Instead, it goes to Terry. His three goes. And 6 for his last 35 from deep prior to that.
After he made that one, you could see him take a deep breath, like a big weight was lifted off his chest to see one go down.
Mustaf the steal. And the stuff.
Those are the type of plays you need to win games. The outside, and Mustaf with the steal and the slam.
George to Terry, saw one fall, and now there goes another. Career high 26 on Tuesday, and he tornadoes inside for 2. Now O'Connell. Styles averaging 19 a game over his last 3. Middlebrooks cleans up. Mustaf battling through a foot injury, missed some time with it, still not 100%. Taylor gets his first 2. Wanting to make this a track meet, speed Georgia Tech up, take advantage of the Yellow Jackets' lack of depth, and Soiree. George drives, kicks. Mustaf backing downhill. Blocked by the shorter Hill. Shot clock at 6. It's another one of those micro snapshots of the season for NC State. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. It's been that kind of year. Mustaf denied.
Uh-oh.
The lob, and Dongo with the thunder.
What a play. It's tough, man. They're getting unlucky.
Styles playing wingman. He's got 13. Here comes the high screen and roll. Instead, Mustaf knocks down the long J. That's a jump. That's a 3-point field goal. 0-9 in true road games, 0-2 on neutral courts. Terry drops it off to Dongo, who's got 19.
It's great for his confidence, knocking down some threes, making plays on the defensive end, driving and dumping off layups.
Taylor hunts his shot and hits. We've seen George get more rest in this game than the last 6 games combined. They've been able to do that because Dongo Tech with its largest lead. Corner 3 drops for Breon Pass. George continues to get an extended breather on the bench. Terry open.
Being consistent with his 3 ball, this Georgia Tech team goes to another level. He's really the key to this team. Duncan Powell is going to give you that effort every single night. Dongo is going to give you his. Nathan George is going to contribute.
Parker directing traffic. And the 3 is good.
They've had their back against the wall a bunch.
Shot clock at 2. And Powell somehow gets it over Huntley Hatfield. Here comes George. Mustaf. Powell. Blocked from behind. The hustle by Pass. Here's Parker. The lob to Dennis Parker. No, Dongo pulls it away. Terry's got Powell behind him. Takes it himself. And the foul.
That's a tough possession for Georgia Tech. For NC State. They had numbers they couldn't convert, and they gave up an and one.
George and Dongo as your foundational pieces, and you build around that, they're going to be one of the top teams in the ACC.
Absolutely, they definitely will be.
And Georgia Tech might be putting this away.
Yeah, they're running away with this now. They're putting them to bed. Zip them up. They're looking at, a real ranked team.
NC State imploding. George missed the dunk. Powell has his back.
The depth only really affects you when you get in foul trouble. right? If they can stay out of foul trouble, then I don't
Well, that's
think
why you played zone, right?
Exactly. So, like, when you get into foul trouble, it hurts you a lot. But I think as far as fatigue.
Wild shot by Terry. Hurd swivels around to George. Couple of walk-ons in there for Georgia Tech. Emmer Nichols from Woodside, California, and Marcos San Miguel. Nichols 35, knocks down the triple. How much did you used to get a kick out of it? End of a blowout game when a walk-on hits a big shot.
Oh man, it's unbelievable. It's my favorite. It's one of my favorite moments in sports.
Practice and shoot around and behind the scenes.
Every single day, man. They come in, they sacrifice. You know, they work as hard as just as anybody else.
Game-ending run by the Yellow Jackets over the last 7 minutes. David Stoudemire's team has now won 6 out of 8. Could they be